Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community. You have all been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You've been very kind as well. Thank you. You're part of the community. Please don't feel like you're not. But I timestamp everything as I go along. The questions are all in the description box. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed or whatever works for you. So there is all of that. Joyce says, looks like Flora has grown. I know. Actually, Flora's not super happy at the moment. She's okay. She's okay, but she's not super happy at the moment. I think it's just the time of year. So she's not getting the same amount of light that she gets at other times of the year. But she's had plenty of water, plenty of fertilizer. So, Just Matthew says, thumbs up for everyone who's mentioned Flora. Anyway. All right, so trying to get a little bit more information. There's some basically trying to get through make sure I have the most accurate information. So that's what's kind of slowing things down a little bit today. So thank you. Lois says Flora has kitty security. Yes, we're sleeping right here. So, okay, we're going to start in the Treasury Trove of Tyranny. Yay. 2 minutes, 10 seconds in. All right. There is conflicting information going on. All right. And because, I mean, after 2 weeks of this, I think we're all, I don't know, my nerves are a little, and I'm so glad I started the Stay Calm channel before this to meditate and channel positive energy, because, yeah, I think a lot of us have our nerves a little jangled. So it's really important that we get the best information we can. All right. Miss Gibson says, I would love to have a plant, but my cats eat it. Oh, you've heard me having words with Boo Boo. Don't eat the plant. Nightman Glow says, burned out, eh? Burned out, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, just jangled. So, over the weekend, okay, we've heard that Elon Musk gained access to the back end of the Treasury Department, the Treasury payment system. And this is where I'm getting conflicting information. So I'm just going to share with you what I've heard the most, which is that he was, okay, the new Treasury Secretary is Scott Bessent. He signed off on a plan to give access to the payment system to a team led by Tom Krause, the CEO of Cloud Software Group, who is now working for the Treasury Department and serves as a liaison to Musk's Doge Group. One person familiar with the effort said Krause's role will be subject to safeguards that would not allow any ability to make changes to the system, and that no one outside of the Treasury would have access. The Secretary's approval was contingent on it being essentially a read-only operation. Now, there is confusion over who will be granted access has opened up a new front in the political fight over Musk's Doge. So Musk suggested on Saturday that his government efficiency group's efforts to gain greater control over the Treasury payments was about rooting out fraud or illicit payments. But Musk did not offer any evidence for his claim that Treasury instructed employees to approve payments to known fraudulent or terrorist groups or anything along those lines. So, like I said, I've heard other things from other sources. This is from Politico. So we're trying to. Justin says, what I've heard, it's not read-only. Ratu says he lies. Shana says he's going to try to clear out the U.S. Treasury. I have not heard that is a thing. There's reason to be worried, but I'm going to do an overloaded Celtic. Spiritual Hacks says Reuters has been good. Okay. Sarah just sent me something from Wired. Okay, and they're saying that this staff, okay, so over at Wired, they're saying it's been more than just this one group. Of course, Mrs. Wired is the best source. Okay. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to do an overloaded Celtic. So we're going to pull lots of cards. Let's have a look. What's going on with the Treasury? All right. Treasury. It may also be that the reason Democrats haven't moved more strongly this over the weekend is they're trying to get things together, sorted out today, but also trying to get accurate information. Because if there's confusion out here, then there's confusion there as well. They should have better information than we do, but maybe when you contact your representatives, you should tell them about the Wired article or point out that there's conflicting information. So, all right, in the past, Dumpy and his stupid actions, whatever. We are afraid. We feel helpless. Also, I can't remember off the top of my head who it was who worked at the Treasury who just quit in protest. So, but there's a lot of worry. There's a lot of fear. Hanging above this, you have the most vulnerable people who are very, very scared. Even shutting down USAID will cause deaths in the world. Visualize 70 says, wars are fought in the fog. Ooh. Whoa. That's quite a quote. At the base of this is a huge amount of money. Excuse me. I need to cough. This is a huge amount of money, and these changes or whatever's going on could cause a lot of pain. So, Apparently, there's also a New York Times article. Okay. Home environment. We really don't want these people in charge, but we told them. We told them what would happen. It doesn't help us much now, but we told them. They're just working. What other people see is a suspension of any kind of normal rules or actions or what have you. Because if it's true that Musk and these young people got into the Treasury payment system, then they should be immediately arrested. Because even if the Treasury Secretary said, even signed off on it or something, no, there are all kinds of safeguards in place. Anyway, the challenge is who's going to do something, who's got the resources, who can do something. So it does look like the Democrats are going to get their act together and start pushing back, which is good. Please get your act together. Please start pushing back. Please start yelling from the rooftops. Whereas on the right, the Republicans they're just watching. It's really MAGA in charge, waiting for their ship to come in. They don't want to go up against Trump, and they don't want to go up against Musk because he gives so much money to their campaigns. It's my understanding. I could be wrong. Final outcome. It feels like hearings. I don't know when, because right now, as of this moment, Republicans have control of the House and the Senate, but that's the people involved in this feeling beaten up. There's hope and big judgment. It feels like committees. See if I get any more information. Like arrests. And they feel like public hearings, although that might be wishful thinking on my part. All right. Okay, let me actually at 13:30, let's look at the possibility of arrests. Arrests over this. I wish I've got. Thank you, Eric. How do you feel about cats? Anyway, Page of Swords. This is the traditional card for Dumpy with his glorious mane of hair. Is a bully. This is using the power of the presidency and the secretaries under him to bully. And at this point, Trump's doing whatever he wants to do. So, yay, Lewis? Anyway, right now, it's minor arcana, but the far right, they're doing what they're doing, which is what's causing so much upset and grief and whatnot. It does turn into strength and decency and Democrats coming together. And that strength is the only major arcana here, so that's on our side. So thank you. So then we get into some things that are a little farther afield, and I'm going to read. I'm about to read on. I've got three questions here. I should add a fourth, but before I read on them, I really need, and I'm going to make sure this is time stamped. 1620. I really want to make sure this is time stamped. That I'm going to read on these, but these are extreme potentials, and right now, it's hard to read on the common energy because right now there's so much freak out. Understandable, but there's just, I mean, yesterday afternoon during sprints, I almost fell asleep, and I had to get off, and I went and I sat in the gray chair, and I pretty much fell asleep and only woke up to eat something briefly, and then I slept in that chair until like 3 in the morning, and then I washed my face and brushed my teeth, and I went to bed. There's so much stress. There's so much upset that it is wearing me down. I'm sure it's wearing you down. And we're going to need our energy. We are going to need our energy to deal with what we have to deal with. We need to push our representatives. We absolutely have got to push our representatives, and we need to protect ourselves as best we can. We need to organize our resources as best we can. This is scary. We need to acknowledge our feelings because our feelings are valid. At the same time, we can't function if we all stay at the level of upset they want us to be in. Because trust me, they want us to be worn down. They want us to be weak because we are so upset. So I'm not saying don't get upset. I'm not saying don't have your feelings. Acknowledge your feelings. They're important. But what I am saying is we've all got to take it down one step. Take our reactions down one step so that we can better deal with what's happening. Trump has Uranus conjunct his sun. He wants chaos. He loves chaos. He makes everyone, he gains the advantage over people by throwing them into chaos while he just rakes in what he wants. Don't give that to him. We can do a lot, and we can be scared, and we can have our feelings, but please don't be in the emotional state Trump wants you to be in. Don't give him that. Please. Don't give him that. He wants you afraid. He wants you panicked. He wants you losing sleep. He wants you exhausted. And he can go whistle. All right. And thank you so much. Holly, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It really helps. Joliet says, don't give up. One step at a time or resist. Don't burn yourselves out. Yep. SKB says, hard to breathe. Yep. Look, folks, I started the Stay Calm little get-togethers before this live stream for a reason, and they're less than 10 people who come to it a day, who are there with me. Come by. Meditate. Give your nerves a break. Please get some positive energy. It's free. I don't have that many subscribers. It's not even monetized. So anyway. All right, so let's move forward with, this is really a question about the control, the control that Musk has. So let's have a look at, thank you, Laura. Let's have a look at Musk's control. Oh, Design Media FX, thank you. We stand strong, yes, yes. But we don't do what the jerk wants us to do, because he doesn't want anything good for you. Anyway, because there's this question of, can he halt payments to federal contractors he doesn't agree with? There's talk that of him potentially halting payments from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to Lutheran Family Services, who, among other services to the community, provide social services to legal refugees. So what kind of, thank you. Cindy says he wants to beat you into submission. Yeah. So what kind of control does Musk have, and is he going to have? Is he going to use who was Spider-Man's uncle? Peter Parker's uncle, Uncle Ben? Was that his name? With great power comes great responsibility. The Supreme Court said Trump cannot be legally held accountable for anything he does while in office. People around him can. Other people can be arrested, but he doesn't care because nothing can happen to him and he is a narcissist. I'm not liking these cards. It's Republicans, and that's the thing. The Republicans in Congress, really? You're just going to roll over? Really? Yeah, they're all happy over there, adding insult to injury going forward. There's some amount of them, the flunkies, these flunkies being on the defensive, but I'm trying to figure out at the last two cards if that's, what is that the potential or is that what's going to happen? Hang on. Thank you, Alan. Thank you. It really helps. Alice says, I'm 83. I sleep well. I worry about things I have control over. I pray about the rest and vote my conscience. God bless you. Hey, Terry H. says House and Senate Democrats are holding a press conference about Elon. Yay! Is it starting soon, or is it later today? Okay. I am concerned by getting in there, I am concerned there's been some undermining. Yeah, and again, Trump, he doesn't care. I'm concerned there's been some undermining of the system. Because I'm not liking, because I'm trying to get a sense of that the final two cards I got are bad. I mean, they're really bad. But I'm trying to figure out if this is specific to certain, I mean, Trump himself has come out and said that changes to the Treasury, they won't affect Social Security, disability, Medicare, Medicaid. But I don't like this compromise. If they got in, there's always a possibility that they've just done something that messes up the system. Lisa Graham says, February Social Security payments will arrive. I have received mine. What will happen in March, I don't know. Okay. Thank you. I am getting more people talking, more transparency, more public judgment. Even if there aren't hearings, I hope the Democrats start speaking more openly about all these things. But it feels like even if there aren't hearings, it's just talking, just going, just pulling that together. I mean, they can't quiet down the Democrats. And again, they're trying to stir us up. Oh, it feels like we're increasingly talking to each other on the Democratic side. So then they'll try something else, some other stupid thing. But I'm not liking these cards. In these cases, Jeffries is holding a live press conference at 2 p.m. today. I'm guessing that's Eastern time. Let's hope so. This morning on MSNBC, they were saying that Jeffries had said before, no, not directly in response to this, but had said that he's not going to swing at everything that Trump lobs. So we'll see it at 2 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock Central, if he is going to step up. So the next question is it's from Raymond Pascal, and it's about money potentially being stolen from the Treasury at 30 minutes in. Because let's face it, Musk has federal contracts. I mean, some of that money's going to, he's in where some of that money's going to his companies. And who knows, maybe some of it's going directly to him. I don't know. The question from Raymond was specifically about, are the tariffs at risk of being stolen by Musk or Felon 45? But I think we need to look at any money. Will Musk use this access to steal any of the money that's in the Treasury? Spiritual Hack says, well, a lot of people scammed SSDI, which is disability. We all know that. Many are MAGAs. I've seen that. I don't know that a lot of people have scammed. There are quite a few, people I know who are on disability, who are good people, who are honestly ill. So, Debsy, yes, please, everybody, take a deep breath. Yeah, we're all stressed. Oh, I like this. Debsy, oh, hang on. Brenda, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here for us all. We're here for you as well, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Arseno says, I'm not stressed. I'm good. 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 Dorinda's suggesting you could use the access potentially to 86 payments to cut payments to certain competitors. There you go. It's an idea. But Debsy says, please, everyone, take a deep breath. Don't take offense by things other people say. We are all stressed. Insulting or attacking others in chat will result in a timeout, then a ban from the chat. FYI. I'm going to completely agree with that. So, oh, thank you, Raymond. For what it's worth, I don't have theft here. I do have incompetence. Double check. Okay, let me make sure I'm focused on the question. Is Musk or one of his flunkies, are they going to steal or misappropriate, which is stealing? Muskie went in there thinking he was going to see certain things, and he's seen what he wants to see. He's focused on. I mean, think of the size of the system and everything that's in it, and you think you can just wander in and just peruse around, and then just, oh, I don't like that. You don't know what that is. You don't know the extent of it. Oh, Lisa K, thank you. Thanks for being the daily calm for us. Oh, I am trying. Thank you. Stirring things up, but we're pulling together. I actually get they're going to be big old questions, and that is at least some legislative issues, if not legal action. I think some people are about to be sued. So, all right. Well, the good news is I'm not getting siphoning it off into his own coffers. That's good. Rhonda says, this is truly stressing me out. I may have to go back to baby videos and puppies. I don't blame you. Yeah, take care of yourself. I'm really not liking this. We really... Okay, I'm just going to say, we're really going to have... Thank you, Mrs. Katura. Thank you. We're really going to have to deal with what's in front of us. Deal with what is affecting us. Thank you for becoming a member, Julie. Thank you. This is... What they're doing is awful and wrong. The country, both red and blue, are going to be hurt for a while. But it's up to us to choose how we're going to respond to this and how much sleep we're going to give up and how much of our energy we're going to spend being productive and organizing our stuff and organizing with other people and how we respond. So he says, Autumn, you're an energy bunny. Is that like an Energizer bunny? Just keep going and going? All right. Okay. The next question was, how much do we trust Alex Jones to be telling the truth? 3640. Alex Jones announced today that Felon 45 released to him a tranche, T-R-A-N-C-H-E, tranche of secret intel. Got a tranche of secret intel. Uh-huh. Jones has yet to declare what it was. Is Jones full of it? Or did some of this come from the SCIF info or the whatever? So, this lucky girl here, wonderful woman. Yes, indeed, secret squirrel, Alex. Donald Trump could mention his shoe size to Alex Jones, and Alex Jones would be like, I have secret information. Please. Yes, from the emperor. Uh-huh. Sure, Jan. Okay. There's the country. Those are Republicans, but it just feels like Republicans. There's Jones communicating. Knight of Swords, something moving forward, but there's a big old Major Arcana Temperance card right there. So it's Alex Jones. For all the things we're going to get bent out of shape about today, please don't let it be. Don't let yourself be upset by Alex Jones. Seriously. Yeah, please ignore him. Please ignore Alex Jones. So, all right. Okay. Hey, Lisa Graham says, good news. David Hogg was elected vice chair of the DNC, young, full of energy, and impressive. Let's read on David Hogg. 3915. David Hogg has been, let me make sure I've got this in here. David Hogg has been elected vice chair of the DNC. What does his future look like? Bless him. For those who don't know, David Hogg was one of the students who was trying to organize after the shootings. And my brain is is going down, because I'm trying to juggle so much. It's going down a list of school shootings, trying to find the right name. You know how awful that is? Parkland. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, I was like, it's not Sandy Hook, because we were just talking about Alex Jones. It's not Sandy Hook. They're not Columbine. It's could be this or that or the other. Parkland. That was it. Thank you. All right, David Hogg. We are wishing you well. You really are. I mean, all those Parkland at the time teenagers. I mean, they're all disappointed that all the work they did to try to get more gun control didn't happen. However, from David Hogg, I get the energy that, for what it's worth, the energy I pick up is that him being so public and the outpouring he has received over the years from people thanking him, believing in him. Dolores Umbridge, Marjorie screaming at him on the street. All of that is actually curtailed some of that young person, finding yourself, but also testing the limits kind of thing. So it just feels like he's keeping it together a little bit more than I just assume when I'm reading on someone who's that young. They tend to be, trying to find themselves, and we all we all made mistakes when we were that age. But he's got good energy. Yeah, he's coming into his King of Cups era, which will be long. Queen of Pentacles. Well, that was Marjorie yelling at him. Lisa Graham says, if he can hang in there, so can we. Yeah, there's obnoxiousness that comes in his direction, and then of course you have the gun cult. That no, but there's him. There's certainly disappointment, but he's starting out. He's getting into the politics, and in a whole new way. And it's gonna be a while until he's really listened to. But David Hogg. I've got good stuff. I've got that he really upsets the Republicans, or Republicans who don't believe in actual gun laws, because of what he went through. And that this thief card, this is the card of someone who would unalive others, because he went through this, and he's still fighting the good fight. He's got good energy around him, and he will continue to. That's all I'm getting about him. So, okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. All right. So, at 44:30, day 15, yay. 44:40, Acadian Proud was saying the hearing to determine the legality of the federal freezes back on today, with the current administration only listing Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid as safe. disability is a part of Social Security, to the best of my knowledge. Grump's Justice Department indicates he's ready to ignore the courts in a new filing. What will happen? Is anybody's... Sarah couldn't find a time on this hearing today. Does anybody else... Has that already happened? Is it happening now? Hello, sweetness. Hello, boo-boo. The federal phrase. Oh, yeah, we've talked about Trump wanting to be on Mount Rushmore. I had a suggestion. Yeah, you could search for it in the... If you go to the main channel, link, click on the name of the channel and go to the main page. You can do a little search. Under the banner, there's a search area. So, I do have a pretty good card for us toward the end. Okay, when the freeze was, when he announced his freeze, it was freaking everybody out. Talk about sleepless nights and worry. Yeah, okay. This is the card of worry. This is a country. There's, all right, a lot of worry moving forward. Okay, that's what's happened. Now going forward, there is some success here with getting money. So I'm not liking that this is the only major arcana I'm getting, but and there's no need for a freeze, by the way. Please don't forget that they could do their research on where money's going. They can do it without freezing everything first. It was just cruelty to be awful. Oh, we know, Cindy. It's doing the same to us, but we have to decide what we're going to spend our energy on in actual actions. Stewing in fear. It just burns us all out, which is understandable to have the feelings and acknowledge them. But Julia says, walk and chew gum. Yeah. I'm not getting the federal freeze. That was, okay. Yeah. It caused chaos, but there's strength that it was stopped by a judge. There's some fighting back and forth going forward here, but there's still justice in the middle. So that's good. But jockeying back and forth. Before I came on, the tariffs against Mexico were dropped. The leader of Mexico announced that she would be sending 10,000 troops to the border. And so Dumpy dropped the 25% tariffs on Mexico. But the tariffs with Canada are still in place. And I don't, personally, I'm not a whole 100% convinced that the tariffs with Mexico won't come back. Although I have to say, I do need to share one thing with you. This morning over on Midjourney, which makes AI art. Oh, here we go. Shen says, so the hearing was heard already today at 11 a.m., so they're just waiting on the decision. Okay, thank you. But I did want to share with you, because on the main page over, at least on the Midjourney website, and I don't know if everyone can access it or not, but I have a subscription. There was this, I ran across this, oh, here it is. I ran across this image and I was like, I've got to share that with everybody. Turn this off for a second. So we've talked about don't mess with Canada. Somebody over on Midjourney created this. That's awesome. I love that. I loved that. So anyway, I thought I'd get a kick out of it. I wanted to make sure I shared it with you. Anyway, to do so we're going to ask about the Canadian tariffs. Yeah, don't mess with the moose, Coral. At 51 minutes in. Well, it was more like 49. All right. Save. Stop screen. Iron Moose, yes. That was Visual S70, yes. Summer Virgo 81. They woke up the beast, yes. Basically, the tariffs of Canada is what we're reading on here. Elena had a question about it. So let's ask. What's going to happen with the Canadian tariffs? And I did see something. I'm glad you guys got a kick out of that. I did. Where was it? Oh, yeah. And the tariffs with Mexico have only been pulled back for a month. Thank you for reminding me, Giovanna. Thank you. Where was that? There it is. Heather was saying Canada already did what Trump requested at our border. There's nothing else to ask for unless he annexes us. Yeah. No. Tariffs with Canada. Why are these cards completely meh? I mean, they're just... The energy is the most blah. And then we just have the thief card at the end. What? So does that mean they're so weak that they'll disappear by the end of the day? Or what's going to happen with the tariffs? That the felon in chief is putting on Canada. Okay, this is weird. King of Pentacles. I saw a video this morning of the felon saying, tariff's the most beautiful word in the world, more than love. Of course, more than love. You know, he had to do his monkey with the symbols thing while he was talking. Chink, 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 chink. Whatever. Imports. Pain. Causing all kind of distress. He doesn't care. The man has never gone grocery shopping in his life. He doesn't care. And he's a fool. There's so little here. They're either going to continue or they're going to disappear later. And it's just weird that I can't tell. The energy is completely unclear. Kind of weird. What is this? I don't understand. So, all right. Well, I have been on for almost an hour, and I'm going to have to roll the rest of the questions over to tomorrow. So, I'm going to have pace ourselves here. But thank you so much for going through this with me, because I know how upset everybody is, and I am. And so I wore my favorite sweater today with the big hearts. It's chenille, so it's a big fuzzy soft thing. So I really want you to be okay. I really want you to be okay. I want you to be safe. But we have each other. We're going to get through this. You're not alone. We are in this together. I know it can seem like there aren't any good days ahead, but yeah, there are. All right, so there's a new video up on color organization. It's the February cash stuffing for the business. And anybody who says, well, I'm not interested, I'm only interested in the personal stuff, not the business, it's the same one page. It's the same thing. It's the same one page budget and yeah. So anyway, but that's their new video on the color organization channel. And then there'll be the personal cash stuffing will come out. That video is going to come out Friday morning at 8 a.m. So that's there. Please come to Stay Calm before this. We try to, Sarah and I both try to get the link in the description box here, but give your nerves a break. Do come to Stay Calm. Again, it's not monetized. It's a tiny little channel, so you don't have to see ads or anything. It's completely free. Or if they're ads, it's YouTube putting them in, not me. So anyway, yeah, in a couple hours we'll do creative sprints. So please hang in there. Be safe. All right, take care. And I will see you later. All right, I'm here for the duration. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow.